So this is a 2007 Honda Shadow Spirit 750. Hey two-wheeled friends, it's Shadow Day! First Shadow Day episode of 2023. It is the third video of the season. I apologize for all of you Honda Shadow fans that have been anxiously waiting a Honda Shadow video. It just hasn't worked to get the Honda out yet. I rode it to work today so I could record a video for you all this evening. 2023 out on the Honda Shadow. Just kind of nice to hear these Cobra street rod slash down exhaust purring. So today's video is going to be kind of a little off topic. It's going to be more of a, hey, thank you for sticking around all winter long. I know I did this on the Road King. I felt I have to do it again to kind of talk to you Honda Shadow fans, because you may not have watched the the Harley Davidson video I did with Mrs.TWOWHEELD. And then we're going to go do a little walk around. I'm going to give you a little introduction to this Honda Shadow as well. So stick with us and we will pull over up here and I'll give you a little walk around. So those of you who subscribed over winter, thank you very much. I appreciate you all being here. I appreciate you watching those videos. More than likely you are here because of the beginner motorcycle video. A lot of you are either looking to ride or are new to ride and researching Honda Shadows. And I have done a number of videos of why the Honda Shadow is a good beginner motorcycle. I'm sure I will do another one or two of those this riding season as well. Gotta have a little fun with that. Doesn't that sound awesome? I mean, I might be a little bit biased, but I'm trying not to talk about the upgrades that have been done to this motorcycle. Those of you who have been with the channel for any amount of time, you already know what has been done to this motorcycle. But I want to fill all of you newbies in on what it is that's different on this Honda Shadow. So I'm trying to quickly get to our meeting place. I need to do a couple little upgrades to this thing. I was going to do it over the winter and I never got to it. And spending a little time on this motorcycle now today is kind of a reminder of, you know, why I need to do what I need to do to fit me better. I'm like 6'2", 6'3", and this is set up for somebody that's definitely shorter than me. No trucks. Got a lot of roads that got busted up over winter. Winter was not friendly on us. I'm recording this the first part of May, if that tells you anything, that this is the first outing of this motorcycle. I took it around the block a week or two ago, but that wasn't any significant ride. So let's pull in here. We'll do this little walk around video. A couple weeks ago, actually it was on Easter, this was all full of snow piles and all that yet. So, but now they got the docks in. This is kind of my go-to spot. You can hear the frogs. The lake level has dropped a little bit, it looks like. Let's jump off and I will give you a little walk around video of this bike. And I don't know, hopefully this video shows up all right with that sun over here. looking into the sun. Flip my lid here, get a little air. So this is a 2007 Honda Shadow Spirit 750. It's got the big wheel out front, shaft driven, single carburetor. I know some of you had been a little confused on that, like, oh, that's a dual carb, blah 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 type thing. It is a single carb on this bike. I think it's a 34 millimeter carb if I recall right. I put the Cobra street rod slash down exhaust on, oh, 2 or 3 seasons ago. I bought this bike in April of 2019 as a starter bike. I rode it for a few months, and then I got a 2007 Road King Classic, kind of as my touring bike, just something I fit a little better on. And then a couple years ago, my wife, Mrs.TWOWHEELD, learned to ride on this bike too, so we both learned to ride on this bike. And then you wouldn't know it because it all looks stock, but inside here this is all open. So the big snorkel has been removed. It's got a K&N air filter, so we've got a high airflow, and then the carb has been rebuilt with a stage 2 Dynajet kit, and that definitely enhanced the performance. It has a little bit more torque and just seems to get up and go a little bit better, and it helped with the overall sound too. So anybody looking to upgrade their Honda Shadow, I would definitely recommend doing that. If you want to see more of what this looks like with the cover off, leave me a comment down below and I will pull that off and show you what that looks like, and maybe do a separate video on that. Other than that, this motorcycle's stock. Obviously the bags aren't stock. Those were added prior to me owning. I want to throw a set of forwards on, like more of an extended forward, like a 4-inch. I know they make a 6-inch, but I don't want it sticking like way out here too far past the frame, so I might throw the 4-inch on. It's kind of one of those upgrades I thought about doing over winter, but here we are in May already. And if I cannot find a seat that I want to try to cut this down a little because it pushes me so far forward. And for you shorter riders, this seat height is perfect. You know, if you're like 5'6", 5'7", I personally don't think you'd have a hard time reaching on this particular motorcycle. Now, obviously, if you're looking to buy a Honda Shadow, you don't want to buy it without sitting on it like I did with this one. You want to at least sit on it, make sure you fit, and make sure you can reach the controls well. But like I said, I'm 6'2", 6'3", have no problem reaching any controls. I'm a little tall for it, actually. And Mrs.TWOWHEELD, she's 5'10", and she fit comfortably on this. She fit a lot more comfortably than I, but she's a little more comfortable on her Heritage like I am on my Road King, so it just extends you out. The bars are a little higher, and that's some of these changes I want to make here. So if you know of a actual seat, because I'm not going to ride with the passenger, I have a bag on today to carry some of my stuff, and I rested on that while I'm riding, but I don't really need that passenger pillion part of the seat. So if this could cut down to move me back, and then if I put the forwards on, by all means let me know. The headlight battle, that's been a saga. It's got the stock halogen back in it because I could not find an actual direct LED replacement, and I might just replace the bulb with an LED again and go from there. But if you know something that I can use a stock bucket that is just plug and play, let me know. I don't want to really have to do much for modifying. And I think I said earlier when we were riding, if I didn't, I apologize, and if I'm repeating, I apologize. But for those of you who are new, I am two-wheeled. My name's Dustin. I live in South Dakota. This is beautiful Lake Compeska. We have very little wind tonight, and that is a gorgeous, gorgeous lake tonight. Oh, and I got to take a momentarily bit of a break off the bike so I can take some thumbnail photos, which I almost forgot. I had the kickstand up. So I'll be back. Taking thumbnail photos is one thing that I always forget to do. Alright, this thing wants to go. Should we go for a quick little cruise? So my plan this year is, I feel like I have deprived so many of you Honda Shadow videos this past couple years because I have obviously been more comfortable with riding on the Harley. That's partly my fault because I don't do things to make this my ride to fit better, and I want to bring you all more videos from on this Honda. You guys, I know the greater part of half of you are here because of the Honda Shadow, which the greater part of half would be, I'd probably say like 1,500 of you. I don't know, it might even be closer to 2,000 of you subscribers that subscribe because of the Honda Shadow. And then there's some of you that are here, just you'll watch no matter what, and I appreciate that. Mrs.TWOWHEELD appreciates that. And we've gotten to be good friends with some of you, so that's really cool too. We got the Great Plains Moto Meet coming up. That's going to be a Harley ride. That's coming up in Lincoln on June 3rd, Lincoln, Nebraska. We're going to ride down and meet with Stevie Foe. Married on Two Wheels will be there. 405 Redbeard. He's not currently making videos, but he's going to be there. Life on the Blacktop. I don't know if they're going to be there, but they might be there. So, should be a fun time. If you want to ride down with us, reach out to us and I will kind of let you know our preliminary plan so far. But that's just kind of a quick little overview on that. I want to make sure I'm mentioning that in the next, geez, it's kind of a wobbly start. Kind of want to make sure I mention that in the next couple videos before it's here. And I didn't know that they just put sealer down on this, but gotta love the tar snakes. Nice green golf course already. But yeah, I plan to ride this a lot more. I want to kind of use this as my commuter, so to say. So my ride back and forth to work, which, you know, either way I gotta wear the backpack because my big laptop, I thought it'd be cool to have a laptop that has a big screen for editing so I can see better, but it's proven to be a little bit of an inconvenience. Lots of walkers. What's up, ladies? I usually say what's up, dude. I'm hoping I can bring you more Shadow Day videos than I have in the past. I'd like to alternate every other video. We'll see if I can stick to my plan. I always have these big plans in my head of other things too, and I can't share those things. And sometimes I do blurt them out loud and then they never transpire, and then I feel bad, and I just hope some of you forget, so. It's a little chilly right here in the shade. But yeah, is there anything you want to know about this Honda Shadow? Drop your comment down below if you do. I'll do the best I can at answering all of your questions. I do respond to every comment. If for some reason you comment and I don't respond, that's because I didn't get the little fancy-dancy notification and it just got overlooked, so I apologize. But even all winter long, I took the time to make sure to reply back. The winter was very hectic, and I talked about that in the previous couple episodes, so if you haven't watched them, go back, watch them, and you'll learn a little bit more about where we were all winter long. I mean, we were kind of buried in snow, but if you are new to the channel, this happens to be your first video, be sure to go down, click that subscribe button, ring the bell so you're notified for future uploads and activities, smash that thumbs up button, leave that comment down below, and until next time, two-wheeled friends, that's the the Shadow Day episode number 1 for 2023. Peace out. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.